I made one other video on this channel, and it was a cover of Wham, or Last Christmas by Wham, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, let's sit down and do another video. And I had the idea a couple days ago, I put it on my Twitter, hey, I'm getting a new Keytar soon. Do you guys want to see an unboxing? And everybody who voted said yes, so here we are. I am Captain Omnisious, and today we're going to be unboxing and giving my first impressions on the AX-09 Lucina, which is a very weird Keytar. It's got a history, and I'm going to go into that history, and that light right there is very bright. I'm going to turn that off. This is the box. It came earlier today, and you probably can't hear me that well, but whatever. I'm gonna open this thing, and then we're gonna check out what's inside, because I'm really excited. There's an invoice right there. Knives. Be careful with these, they're dangerous. Oh god, I'm already setting a bad example. Let's get working. Ignore the other Keytar. It's not the start of the show today. Today. It will have its own video eventually. Trust me. Going to hurt myself because I'm an idiot. Okay, the knife went in very easily. I'm scared. Oh, sweet! I didn't know if they were going to include it in the guitar cable. Did they just electrical paint tape this? Like, what kind of tape is this? It's like a rubber tape that they... Yeah, this is weird. It's like electrical tape. So they included the charger for it. I didn't know what this one would include because I got it off Guitar Center, and if you don't know, Guitar Center they don't give you any info on the thing you're buying, just a picture and saying it's used. And I'm like, I know it's used. I'm on the used gear section. Why would you? And then you try to email them about it, and they don't respond within like 24 hours like I tried to get, though. I wanted to know the condition of it. So this is in bad condition. I have to send it back. But you can send it back to Guitar Center within 30 days, so it's whatever. But yeah, it came with the charging cable, not the charging cable, but the power cable, which, that's good, even though I'm probably going to be using batteries with it. Tape. There's a weird tape. It's like glue. So the cable's here. So we open it on the right side, or at least that's how I assume it's properly set up. And open. Cool. Am I recording? I'm really worried I'm not recording. Yeah, we're recording. Okay, just making sure. There's a lot of bubble wrap in this thing. One layer of bubble wrap. Oh, second layer of bubble wrap. Oh god, this is huge. And there's another one on the bottom. What is this? It's just bubble wrap. Okay, I thought it was something. Anything else in this thing? No? Okay. Keep this. I could use this. They say when you enter adulthood, every cardboard box looks like enticing. That's a good cardboard box. And it's got a lot of bubble wrap with it. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Okay, now the fun part. I get to undo this thing, and every person I've ever bought anything from, especially Keytars, like that thing, wraps these things in bubble wrap. And for good reason. I appreciate that they care that it's not gonna, that they don't want it to be destroyed in transit, which is cool. So we'd like to make a small incision here. I don't know what accent that was. I was trying to go for a German one, but I can't do it off the top of my head right now. Breaking rule number 1, never cut towards me. Like that was something they taught me at work. I'm a machinist. Okay. I tapped my knife against the Keytar, my axe edge, and I was like, half of what I'm saying is probably going to be drowned out by bubble wrap, so I apologize if you can't even freaking hear me, but I'll just edit out the parts you can't hear anyway, so who cares? There's no way to just pull it out from this. Oh, wait. Yes, there is. Oh, it's in there. I know it. That's actually really in there. Do an unboxing video. It's not going to be loud and annoying as hell. Said me when I posted the poll option. Let me go through the entire unboxing video without me stabbing myself. We'll see. Find out next time on Captain Omnisious' Bizarre Adventure. These are more annoying than enjoyable. Oh man, I got it out. I made a lot of weird sounds this whole unboxing video. I apologize. That's a loose peg. I'm gonna have to tighten that. You are not tightening. You're just hoping that doesn't come off, because that would really suck. That one's just on. There's no, it's not coming loose. Ooh. Ooh. It's supposed to be like that? I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I think there's supposed to be something in there. Okay. It's here. It works. Well, I don't know if it works, but we'll see if it works. Let's see. It makes a lot of noise. But so does that one on occasion, so we'll see. So this is the AX-09 Lucina. It's a synthesizer. It's a Keytar. It's a very unique Keytar, and it didn't come with a strap. That's why I have emergency straps, just in case. And I can't even open my closet because there's stuff in the way. Okay. Meanwhile, there's demons outside my room. Jesus. This thing did not go on my Axe Edge. Because the back one just didn't want to work. This will probably fit on this one. The pegs are on the side. It's nice. It's compact. Really wish the mod bar didn't feel so weird. Is this supposed to feel like that? Because the mod bar on this one doesn't feel like that. Someone was really beating this thing up. Yeah, someone clearly owned this before me. Buttons look like they work properly. There's a D-beam, USB memory, some scuffs I'm gonna have to. Well, maybe I won't be able to take that one off. All these ports look like they're good. Adapter only. Okay. So this is a Keytar. Everything's on it. I'm a little upset that the quad bar feels as loose as it does. Like, I'm sure you can hear that with my microphone. I'm across the room. And that's just me lightly tapping it. Like, I'm not like banging on it. I'm just like, that's annoying. I mean, I'm sure during a venue, if you're performing like that, it wouldn't be a big deal. And I'm hoping the synth will be louder than that if I plug it into my amp. But that's my only complaint so far. Let's see if it actually works. I'm gonna put some batteries in this thing. So I bought these a while back for my Axe Edge. I don't use my Axe Edge with batteries as much as I used to. And that is mostly because the thing's heavy and bulky. And I'll make a video talking about it in the future. But for now, also I should put the knife away. For now, I charge these overnight because I want to put them in here. And I specifically have a butter knife in here so that I can take them out of here because they're really hard to get out. And yeah. Which way do these go in? That. Okay. You didn't see it, but I flipped my visor up because I couldn't see too well. If anybody pops on this video randomly, I'm a character that I play, that I'm making. My name's Captain Omnisious, as the channel says. And I don't take the helmet off. For reasons. Reasons I will not tell you right now. And besides the helmet, I'm just dressed in my PJs, so I don't care. Okay. Power button, where are you? You're on the back. Every axe has their power button on the back. It's not turning on. That is not a good sign. Is it not on right? Does it not run off these batteries? Oh, no, it's on now. It works now. I don't know what I did. It's just not. Maybe the batteries ran it all the way. I just had to push them in. Okay. No. Okay. So it works. That's good. We're on preset 1. Sounds beautiful. Okay, so the mod bar works. That's all that matters. Oh, went on a scale there for a minute. Don't expect any good jams from me. I'm still a beginner. That's cool. I like this. That's nice. I like it. That's the octave button. I'm like thinking that's a patch button for some reason. Special tone. What's special tone 2? Okay, I like that. That's really nice. Audio player, preview, signable count in. That's why there's a metronome on this. Probably just hear me clanking the keys more than anything else. Ooh, that's like a square sound. I like that. Yeah, all the keys work. Yeah, all those work. You know what that reminds me of? Reminds me of Daft Punk's Touch. They've got that weird square sound going in the background of that song. At least I think that's the song I'm thinking of. Space Invader. It's kind of fun. That's so funny. I like that. Ooh. So these are all lead sounds. These are synth. Yeah, these are synth pad sounds. What's the guitar sounds? That's like an acoustic guitar. I'm not looking for that right now. That's a really weird sound. Ooh, that's a guitar. I'm not built to play guitar. I'll leave that to one of my guitar buds who actually knows guitar. That's cool. Okay. So there's a very good variation of guitar sounds on here. Also, I don't know what my strap is backwards. Oh, I know. That's the wrong way. Go back. There we go. I probably am annoying people with the way I'm holding it. I mean, you're supposed to hold it like this. It's just hard to like. I don't know where the buttons are, so I'm holding it, trying to look. I don't know, no, I guess it makes sense the octaves are there. There's no controls on the back side of this besides, yeah, there's no controls on the back side of this. There's a little theremin on here called a debian. And I don't know who the heck that is. That's not me. That's the preview. I am not that talented. Thank you for thinking though for half a second. I appreciate that. We're gonna turn the synth on. That's not a synth. That's some dude going doo doo doo. You can tell I'm a seasoned Keytar player because I don't play it like an actual Keytar. Join the Keytar Club. We're here to have fun and also see good Keytar players every now and then. That's a really big chord. I don't know why I was trying to go that far. I like the sounds. It's a nice thing to have going on there. Okay, we've been on those long enough. Let's go to an organ sound. That's an organ right there. I like that. I wonder what happens when I modulate an organ. It makes it very wobbly. This is why organs didn't have pitch bend on them. No one wants to hear the dying whale. Or the moaning cat. That's really disturbing, actually. I'm gonna stop now. Oh, these are pre-written sounds. Somebody used this in a performance once. I really fucked up the transition. Is it mono or? It's a mono sound. It's monophonic. I almost said monopolyphonic. I was like, that's a new term. That doesn't mean anything. How the heck do you do? Oh, I turned it on. Oh, that's cool. That's a DB. That's a theremin. That's not a synth sound, that's a saxophone sound, is what it sounds like. It sounds like a bike horn dying. Or a squeaky toy. Squeaky toy is angry. Okay, that's how I'm going to be testing out the sounds. So it's got the D-beam. Mind you, I'm not doing anything, not pressing anything. Almost dropped the Keytar, I'm an idiot. One key press. This is the D-beam right here. That's really cool. It's a theremin. It senses your hand, and then it adjusts the sound accordingly. It's the first Keytar I've ever had, or synth I've even had that has that in there, so that's kind of cool. And I might not use it. A lot of people complain that it was a feature because they don't use it, but I'm not going to complain about a cool feature that I might end up utilizing one day anyway. Get myself out of this real quick. Ah, no! So, my impressions are cool. I'm going to play with it for a couple days now, just because I want to get the hang of playing it. And then I'm going to make a part 2 to the video you're currently watching. So it's all going to be one video. For you, it's going to be 2 seconds. For me, it's going to be like maybe 2 days, because everything's crazy right now. But I opened it, and I have probably an hour's worth of footage to sift through. and I'm gonna go ahead and play with this and practice with it. I'm already liking the compact size of it, and I'll let you know what I think of it afterwards. Cool.
So, I was looking into the mod bar thing, and supposedly, the mod bar might be broken from it being dropped. So the previous owner must have dropped it, or the mod bar must have snapped or something, and I'm going to go open it up and I'm going to go look at it. I thought I would record this segment just because I don't normally do this stuff. I mean, I have opened up synths before, but I'm not afraid to do so. And the thing's like 10 years old. Guitar Center's not going to do anything except take it back, so I want to keep this one, and there's not a cheaper one on the market, and I'm not going to spend another $100 on one. So I'm going to open it up, and we're going to see what happens. Let's begin. Oh, scheisse, no. No, stop falling. Let's begin. I need my screwdriver. Let's fix the screwdriver. Today I know my German accent. The first thing I should do is undo the batteries. Let's get to work. Get your butter knife out to remove batteries because I have no nails. They suck. This is just so the flippin' whatchamacallit doesn't get electricity in it and short circuit, because you don't want any active electricity going through this thing while you're working on it, obviously, even if the batteries aren't active. It's just safer to take the things out. Yeah, I might as well do it. It's better than breaking your $400 Keytar. Just saying. I got some cups for the screws because I realized I need to get some cups for these things. Putting my helmet back on. Always be safe when opening up your synths. You never know exactly what you're gonna get. So you have to remove all the big screws. There's like tiny ones. Don't touch the tiny ones. All the big ones. These are all the same size, same length. So Roland made this very easy. When I took apart my PSR 20 or 4600, it was not this easy. It was like, first you have to undo this set, then this set, and they're all different size, and they all serve different purposes, and it was overly complicated, and Yamaha shouldn't have done it like that. Roland knew you were going to break this thing. Roland was like, let's make it easy. It's for kids. I'm not kidding. They designed this thing for kids for some reason. And, yeah. I'm going to just... Now it should come off. Oh, yeah, that was the trick. Before anything else, I'm gonna take it off this way. And I'll show you guys the view from up top. I'm going to move these over here. Please don't move. Okay, this is complicated. I will tell you what I did afterwards in a second, because I'm going to take my helmet off. So I'm back. We disconnected these plugs here. And for some reason, they have this on there. I don't know how to disconnect these. I'm not going to try to disconnect those. So we're just going to work on it like this, because I can still get to what I need to. I just need to remove this plate, and that's where the problem is. So we took the mod bar out. This is the circuit board it's attached to. This is where the problem is. This is where the mod bar is. This is the sensor. The sensor's fine. I'm not going to mess with the sensor, but I need to get to the actual mod bar. So we're going to take that apart too. Well, I figured out what the problem was. I went to go disconnect it, and these should be attached to those two little black squares there. That should be one with this thing. So it's connected. It's pushed in place by this thing here. But when someone dropped it or broke it, they must have literally snapped it off those two pegs. So I'm gonna try to like super glue it together for the time being, and I have an order for one of these actual plates all as one. I might get another one because I know where I can get them. I guess you can contact Roland, but they take forever, so I just ordered one off eBay for like 30-40 bucks. And yeah, I might have just overpaid for it. I do not care. I should be fine. But yeah, overall, I mean, that's pretty much what the problem is. It took me taking the thing apart and going through all this to figure out that the mod bar was broken. Because apparently if you go through forums, this was a common problem. I'm going to pass it off to me who's recording the other segment now. But now that we know what the problem is, we'll see if we can fix it. And I will tell you in the future whether or not I fixed it or not. Okay, we're back. And this is, I want to say about 3 days? Yeah, 3 days after the initial unboxing of this thing. The, oh god, I almost knocked the thing over. AX-09 Lucina. So, in conclusion, if you saw my past me talking about it, that was this morning. It is now 7 o'clock at night, and I fixed it. Kinda. Like, okay, so you saw it. The two clamps were broken. I took it and I used a bunch of Gorilla Glue and some electrical tape, and I jury-rigged it back together. So it works, kinda. It's got resistance. It's not like I could tap it and it's not gonna break now. I'm afraid to like hit it though. And it took me a little bit to figure out what it might have been. And I looked on the forums, and I have a sneaking suspicion the forums I went to, the dude who said he broke his might have been mine, because the same injury he said his took after he dropped his is the same one mine has. So, maybe this is the one. And I think that's hilarious, but, yeah, the dude said it's very prone to doing this. A lot of people that were in the forum were discussing it, and were saying, yeah, if you drop it, they have a design flaw where these two little prongs will snap, and they'll still work, but it'll be clicky and weird, and it won't like ease into the modulation. It's either off, kind of there, and then fully on. There's no, easing into it, which kind of sucks. So I ordered one, and I contacted Roland, because I was hoping Roland would give me one, but they never responded. So I'm hoping they eventually see it, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll ship you one out if we have one, because I think the ones for the Axe Edge are the same exact ones that the Axe Synth and the Axe Lucina use, and they could just send me a replacement one, which would be cool. Because I'd like to have a backup just in case. I ordered one off eBay, and it was extremely overpriced, but it's the only place I can see to get it, so whatever. Overall, my first impressions of this thing are actually really good. It's probably one of my favorite Keytars to use casually now, just because it's so simply shaped. Like, it's not huge and bulky, and you can see my room is kind of cramped behind me, so it's kind of hard to bring out the Axe Edge and just start jamming to it when the thing is like super heavy and super bulky and huge. That's one of the only downsides of the Axe Edge, is how heavy it is. It's a huge complaint because this thing has to sit on your neck, on your shoulders. That, if there's a lot of weight and you're holding it there for more than 2 or 3 hours, it's gonna hurt. And I've only held it for like an hour at one point. And my shoulder's like, I gotta get this thing off me. This is not the case. This thing is nice, compact, lightweight, and I like it. I really like the general shape and design of it, because instead of a neck, it's got a little handle, and the keys are right there, and you could just like you could just go down the keyboard. Like, it's not bad. I really like that. In playing around with it the last couple of days, I've discovered a couple features. For one of the only Keytars and keyboards besides my Piaggero behind me there with the book on it that you can kind of see. It's the only one that has a metronome on it. And this one's better than that one, which is a practice piano, because this one, you can adjust the BPM, the instrument or whatever playing. You can make it a beep, or you can make it a metronome, or you can make it something else. And you can adjust the exact BPM. Whereas with that one, you can only like hold a button and hope you get it kind of right. This thing's great. I like it. I love that. It's also got a couple features that I really enjoy. The D-beam, which I really raved about. It's not that crazy awesome. I just think it's like a neat feature. I just think it's neat, you know? Turn it on. You can probably barely hear it, but still. Let me just blow your eardrums out for a minute. But yeah, D-beam's cool. I like that. It's got a little sensor bar, modulation bar, or not sensor bar, but what's it called? Touch controller, I think it's called. It's kind of nice. And I'm trying to think of anything else this thing's got. It's got the tones on it are awesome. It's got a little lock button down here that you can turn on, and it doesn't matter what buttons you hit now. I like that. You can hold the shift button and this button, and it'll display right there on the little thing there what battery percentage you have left. It's always been 100. So I'll have to leave them in there a couple days to see if it changes. Maybe it's accurate, maybe it's not. It even says in the manual It's an estimate, so who knows if that's accurate or not, but I like it. The knob is nice. The little volume knob, you just kind of turn it on and off if you want to. It's got an audio player, a USB, and my complaints are what I'm going to talk about now. We go from some of the good things I like to some of the things I don't like. One of the top complaints that I hear about this thing is there's no sustain or hold button. That is dumb. Every guitar should have a sustain button, and I don't mind because I learned you can turn the mod bar into a sustain, but then you lose your modulation bar. So why did Roland not think that was a good idea? Like, and it's not hard. Put it right here where your thumb is. Like your oh god, I just banged it against the desk. It's okay. Didn't scratch it, did I? No, I didn't. We're fine. Jesus. No, just put the thing right there. My hand is here. My thumb could just be like right there, and I could press it. It wouldn't be that hard. Why was that a difficult decision? Oh, you know why they didn't put it there? Well, no, they could have put it like right there, or maybe in the little divot here where the handle is. Like there was spots, there was places, or on the back maybe. Oh no, there's bolts, but I can kind of see like there's a general area here you could have put it. And I don't know, they just didn't do it, and that's annoying to me because I'm like, why? Why didn't you do it? There's no MIDI in. And there's no way to program the thing. That's a big downside. If this is supposed to be a smaller AX synth, why didn't they patch the AX synth editor to just accept the Lucina if it's got majority of the same components within it? That wouldn't have been that hard. The Novation Mini Nova can be ran through the Novation Ultra Nova software. And because it's mostly got the same things, it's just smaller and cheaper to make. And I understand maybe this doesn't have the same thing, but again, you patch the software. It's software. Include an update. Software is meant to be updated. Get that. Update the software. You can plug your Lucina in and you'd be able to edit sounds on it. Because there's a sound bank. There's a sound bank, and I think it goes up to like 6 custom sounds on both A and B. And that's cool. But you can only do internal modification. No customization, no synthesis, just pure presets and modifying presets, which I guess in a form is synthesis. I feel like people get really uppity about that for some reason. They're like, oh, if you can't edit it, like really create the sound from scratch, it's not synthesis. I'm like, no. Synthesis is the crafting of sound. You're still crafting a sound, you're just limited in what you can do with it, which is kind of, it's a bummer, really. Overall, I would definitely say that's a huge downside. No MIDI in either. There's some really nice sounds in here that I would really love to just plug into like FL Studio and have like to map it out so it's in perfect time and everything, because I'm a year or two into my music study and all that. My timing's not perfect, which is why I was excited the metronome was on it, because I gotta work on it. But that, or being able to program it, anything would have been nice. And they just didn't think of that. And it is because this thing is marketed towards kids. It was. And that was Roland's biggest mistake, because this thing sold terribly. And I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. But I like it. I mean, for what it is, it's nice. You can control other synthesizers with it by using the MIDI out. And I mean, overall, I do enjoy it. Mine was a very last minute decision. I was like, do I want to get this? Do I not want to get this? I put a poll out. The Lucina won. Actually, no, that's a lie. The Lucina tied with the AX synth, but I wanted the Lucina, so I was the deciding vote, and I got the Lucina. I'm going to get the AX synth next because I want to review that one, and I want to use it for some music, so it'd be pretty cool. What else can I say about this? I found one of my favorite sounds of all time on this Keytar, and I'm going to show you it right now. It's little do's and the bops. It's my favorite sound of all time. I found a really nice song that one of my friends on the internet's had posted in a Discord I'm in. And I think that entire song was made with Lucina sounds, because it's got the... I really liked it. Because, and also, I think the drum set in it was on there too, because it's another thing I gotta mention. The drum set. The drum set. This thing has 2 drum sets on it. Like, it's got that one, and it's got this one. I'm not really good at playing drums on keyboard. Yeah, no, I'm not really I gotta use that, actually. That's really good. It's a good Keytar. The AX-09 Lucina is not bad. I was answering some questions about it on a couple groups I'm in. A lot of people were asking, can I use this as a MIDI controller? Yes, you can. People have said that's one of its strong suits. It's a very nice, very easy to use MIDI controller. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to this thing, which is the biggest downside. No programming, no like MIDI out, or well, there's MIDI out. There's no MIDI in, and there's no sustain button unless you mod and sacrifice your mod bar here. There's no sustain button unless you plug in a sustain pedal, which I think is dumb. Like, I have a pedal, but why would I plug a pedal into a Keytar, one of the most mobile keyboards in existence? It's just dumb. Roland, you're better than this. You make really good Keytars. What was this? I'll tell you what it is. It was oversight. It was oversight, and they just really wanted to market this to kids. By the way, this sound is called jazz scat. I still really like it. So, I mean, for everything I dislike, there's something I like. And sometimes there's even things I like more than the things I dislike. As in, like, I don't dislike the dislike things as much as I like the liking things. If that makes any sense. And yeah, I mean, I like it. There's not a lot of reviews on the AX-09 Lucina out there. There's one, kinda, and it's by Pink the Keytar Cat. Or Pink and the Keytar Cat. She's a great person. I like her content. I've watched almost all her Keytar related review videos and unboxings. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I was like, I'm getting a Keytar. I never have done a video where I unbox my gear, even though I own a bunch of gear, and I think I own 6 Keytars at this point. I was like, I might as well unbox the thing and talk about it. And I want to do a video in the future if I get the Axe Synth where I compare the Axe Synth, the AX-09 Lucina, and the Axe Edge together. I want to see which one is good for what reasons, how it evolved as time went on, what each one had. And I want to do a video on the story of this Keytar, because there's a lot to talk about with this thing, and how I personally believe Roland, I think this is their worst performing Keytar of all time, and I think there's a story behind that, because I'm just going to spoil it a little bit. I think they covered it up. Because there's no info on it on the internet, but I dug it up. There's so many forums out there, and I dug up everything I could, and I want to talk about it. So this has been the AX-09 Lucina. Would I recommend you get it? Yes. My initial thoughts on it? I like it. There's some frustrating features to it. I like it. I'd recommend getting it. The sounds on it are great. I'm able to do the special song. Yeah, I might as well jump. I love that song. Okay, guys, you guys have a nice day. Thank you for watching. I hope I've given you some insights into Lucina. I hope that every single one of you has a nice day, night, or evening. wherever and whenever you're at. And this has been a Captain Omnisious. Thank you for watching. Take it easy now. You might as well jump.